let's talk about the drips first while I eat my soup. Whoa, he's very large. This is starting to become a tradition now for drips. We have our 2 dripped characters. We have Alhaitham. Look at him. Thank you so much, Hoyoverse, for giving us his back. That is so sweet of you. Like, they know what we want. They gave us Yelan's armpit. They gave us Scarmouche stomping on us. And now, here we are. We have Alhaitham's back. Okay, so we have our character Alhaitham. Oh my gosh, look at him. We can really look at his details here and really dissect everything about him and really get to know him. There's so much to talk about here. Where should we start? Oh my god. So let's start from the bottom. She doesn't need to see this. Wow, look at his he's been skipping leg day. That's unfortunate. You know, all Genshin guys do. They always skip leg day. I don't know why they keep doing that. Wow, like, you know what's really wild to me is the way that they're his hands. Like, the way that I literally wonder who is on the Hoyoverse team that designs like the splash images for these characters, because like they made his hands like outstretched. It's like, you know, we're all imagining what he can do with those hands. Like, we're all imagining it. I mean, maybe not all of us, but you know, a lot of us are imagining what he's doing with those hands. So like, they're all outstretched and stuff. Like, I just think that's very interesting and clever marketing for those of us who are thirsty for him. And then of course we talked about the back. I love that his little cloak is just flowing, so we can clearly see his back. And then his biceps, we already knew his biceps were something else because of what we see in the game. Obviously he has a dendro vision. We know that from the Archon quest. Wait, where is his vision anyway? Is it in the front? Left shoulder. Oh, okay, so we actually can't see it right from this angle, but like, yeah, I mean, it still works because we've already met him in the game. So, and then of course you can see like the accents and stuff and everything behind. He's obviously a dendro, we know this. I think my favorite thing about Alhaitham though is his eyes. Like, I feel like every Genshin character has very unique eyes. Like not one Genshin character has the same type of design for their eyes. His eyes are probably some of my favorite. I think my other favorite eye design is Hu Tao's, because she's got little stars in her eyes. They're super cute. But his is probably like one of my favorites, because I just think it looks really like sultry. Very good design. Yeah, and then we also already know that he's a sword user because we've seen it in the Archon quest. So very exciting, very exciting. I'm already putting in, I've got a couple of guesses for materials. I'm gonna reiterate to everyone who is new in here, I don't look at leaks. This is a leak-free community, yada, yada, yada. But I do want to say that I do think that as far as talent books go, I think he's going to use Ingenuity. And the reason why I think he's going to use Ingenuity is because we literally we are already using Praxis and Admonition. Praxis for Wanderer, Admonition for Farazan. So I think he's going to be using Ingenuity because that's like the next in line for books. I feel like he's looking into my soul right now. What are you trying to tell me, Alhaitham? If he's gonna use the scarabs, it's gonna be really ironic. I don't think he's gonna use scarabs. I think that they're saving scarabs for Dia. Like, I'm 100%, like, I feel like it's gonna be scarabs for Dia. Definitely. Also, where is Yao Yao's vision? Does anyone see it? She's so, ever since I saw her when she was, people were posting that promotional art of her. Ever since I've seen her, I have wanted her. She was like the first baby character besides like I think besides Klee that I really liked, because she reminds me of like a Cardcaptor Sakura character. She looks so cute. What weapon do I think she'll use? I think that she's gonna use a catalyst, yeah. Actually, when I think about it, what weapons are the baby characters that we have using? Klee uses a catalyst, Chi-Chi uses a sword, Diona uses a bow. Are those the only baby characters that we have? Oh, Claymore from Sayu. No. Oh, we're missing a polearm. Oh, they wouldn't. Would they give her a polearm? That would look so funny. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. We're gonna get a pole. Yeah, we also, Nahida just got Nahida has a catalyst too. So I'm calling it. I'm saying it right now. She's gonna use a polearm. I think she's gonna use a polearm because we don't have one. We don't have any baby characters with a polearm. And like, they can't keep avoiding it forever. I think that would be so cute. Oh, she trains with Zhongling and Ping. Really? Because she and Zhongling are sister students under Madame Ping. Okay, then yeah, that makes even more sense. That makes even more sense. A polearm is too big for babies. Like maybe they give her a baby polearm. That'd be so cute. I'm actually really excited. I cannot wait. Like if she uses a polearm, that's gonna make me even more happy because I think it's gonna look so funny. Because at first I was like, oh, she's gonna use a catalyst. But for some reason, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I always default to the babies using catalysts because they're so tiny. So I'm like, they're gonna use a catalyst because they're babies. But yeah, I think that she's gonna end up using a polearm because I feel like especially if she trains with Madame Ping and Zhongling, like it makes sense. Plus we don't have one yet, so Ningguang and Zhongli also know her. See, that wouldn't really surprise me because she lives in Liyue, so I'm sure a lot of people actually know her. She's just been in the basement for a long time. What, 3 years actually? I think she's been in the basement as long as Ayaka, right? Because I think she was shown during the CBT. Yeah, so she is our longest. She was our longest basement character. Baiju still the basement one day. Baiju just watching everybody walk out of the basement without him. I'm not 100% sure because I mentioned this before, but Genshin does a really good job with their character designs and that like a 4-star character is well designed that it's really actually hard to tell that they're a 4-star. It's not, I don't know, it's not easy to tell when a character's a 4-star or 5-star because like Genshin doesn't design characters based off of their rarity. So, it's hard to tell right off the bat if she's a 4-star or 5-star, but I do think that it's probably time. Well, I was gonna say it's time for a rerun, but we've been getting regular reruns anyway because of our secondary banner. So I think that we're going to get a rerun for anxiously awaited Liyue characters like Shenhe and Yelan. And because of that, I feel like they're gonna end up putting Yao Yao on one of their banners, or on like for that banner specifically, if that makes sense. So I think that she might be a 4-star because also if she is a 4-star, then that would mean everyone would get her for free for Lantern Rite, which would be amazing. Yeah, Lantern Rite is coming, exactly. That's why I'm like taking that into account too. I think it was Babs in Discord said that it's also the year of the bunny. So I think it'd be even more fitting if we got her for free because of her bunui. Because of the year of the bunui. It makes sense if she's a 4-star, yeah. But like I said, for me, when I see characters that are dripped, I don't immediately go, oh, that looks like a 4-star, or oh, looks like a 5-star. The reason is because I feel like Genshin just designs their characters so well that like they don't design them to look like, you know, like their rarity, essentially. Like they all just look phenomenal. They all look really, really well done, and they're all very unique. So, Yeah, but I do think that she'll end up being a 4-star just because of the other things surrounding her. The fact that it's time for Lantern Rite. We need a 4-star character that we're gonna get for free that's from Lantern Rite. She's been anxiously awaited by a lot of people. It's the year of the Bunwi, and she's a Bunwi girl. So yeah, I think she's a 4-star just based off of all that. And I do think that we're gonna get reruns for Shenhe. We're gonna get reruns for Yelan, and Lantern Rite. Like Lantern Rite is my favorite event. Every time it's Lantern Rite time, I feel like it's Christmas. I feel like we're having like a second Christmas, because like for us, like Christmas is like literally just past when we get Lantern Rite. But then when we get Lantern Rite in Genshin, it feels like we're getting Christmas again. It's like it's such a great event. It is like, it makes me cry every time. I love it. She's so cute. She honestly reminds me of like a Cardcaptor Sakura character. I love her. Oh my god. Okay, Chi-Chi getting a new outfit for Lantern Rite would be perfect. That would be so cute. All right, so really quickly, let's read the special Facebook lore for these characters. So we'll start with Alhaitham. I haven't read these yet. It says Alhaitham, admonition. Oh, so that's why y'all think it's gonna be admonition books. I don't think it's gonna be. I think that it's gonna be ingenuity, just because like I just don't see them doing that, because we just had those books. But I might be wrong. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway. Sumeru Academia Scribe, the current scribe of the Sumeru Academia. This title may sound very impressive, but it's really because the Academia has a culture of using official titles to inflate one's ego. The role of a scribe may seem prestigious, but the truth is a scribe does not have to be present at all major meetings, nor does he participate in core decision making. The scribe is simply responsible for classifying and archiving, important documents, and his presence is not required at all times. It is for these exact reasons that in Sumeru, where books and manuscript documents were once managed as a resource, the scribe is one of the people in the entire academia who is in the know about various matters. In fact, one can say that this position is rather similar to that of the Grand Conservator. After all, the person who manages the various texts is the one who has privileged access to profound wisdom. Alhaitham, the current scribe of the Sumeru Academia, checks all the boxes above. Not many people know who he is, but he knows a lot of information that is unknown to everyone. He does not attend any non-essential meeting, and when he does, he only records key points, jotting down other minute details based on his mood. People don't often pay attention to him, let alone know how much detail this scribe can detect in a simple meeting. A capable person who keeps a low profile for too long is often perceived as someone with a mysterious identity and ulterior purposes. Alhaitham himself is a powerful rebuttal to all these cliche views. He is a brilliant man, but he is only an ordinary employee of the academia, with a stable job and a cushy house in Sumeru, leading a carefree and comfortable life. Yeah, like, who wrote this? Did Kaveh write this? Because it's really hard to tell, because based off of this description, like, I know that all of us were like, he's a Virgo, but I almost feel like maybe he's not a Virgo. Like, based off of this. Okay, Kaveh. I can't deny that he's very smart. However, it's a shame that a man of such talent only pays attention to the truth itself and not to the people around him. Or perhaps this is due to an extraordinary sense of individualism, which causes a lot of problems. For example, he doesn't seem to respect his seniors. Of course, I'm not referring to myself specifically. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that I don't think that he is not still a Virgo specifically, because I think that he could still possibly be a Virgo. That's why, but like the way that like his description on Facebook, like that doesn't sound, it sounds a bit different. It's like he sees himself as a different person than everyone else, if that makes sense. And I think that a lot of Aquarians have this whole thing where they see themselves as kind of like the other person, like the other out of like a group of people, whether that be like, oh, I'm so quirky, or I don't feel like I fit in, or I'm, you know, I feel like I'm better, if that makes sense. So like some examples of characters that are in the game that are Aquarius that you can kind of see this type of like other behavior. Rosaria, she's an Aquarius. Beidou and Kokomi. All three of them are Aquarians. We also only have 3 Aquarians in the game, and like I was also kind of looking because I feel like they are trying to spread it to where like everyone gets representation for their birthdays. Another thing, let me read a little bit. Let me read a little bit about Aquarians too. This is another reason why I think he might be an Aquarian. This sign does have a bit of a reputation for being cold, aloof, and somewhat detached. Aquarius hate small talk. They're totally disinterested in petty gossip and could care less about people please niceties. They are committed to creating a large-scale impact from the ground up, which means these revolutionaries are all about macro change. They're a rebel at heart. That's another thing too. Like when I think about Aquarians, I do think about people who are literally like, they go against the norm essentially, and we've already seen that in the Archon quest where he's basically said, yeah, I'm here, but like I'm not like those guys, like I'm different, you know? Aquarius hard-headedness can get them into trouble from time to time. Once Aquarius is committed to a new system or approach, it's hard for them to look at a situation from a different perspective. This is often an Achilles heel. For anyone that's wondering, like I said, this is all just, we're all just having fun here. Astrology is a really big, it's my personality. I love talking about astrology, and especially trying to guess the astrological signs of characters before we get their official birthdays. And because I swear to God, like I swear that somebody at Hoyoverse, they have an astrology team. I'm not kidding, they do, because so many of the characters align so well with their astrological sign. But like I said, this is all guessing. We don't have his official birthday yet, so we actually don't know. If I'm wrong, then that's totally fine. I just love talking about it, and this is just kind of how I perceive him, especially based off of, like, I was literally like, okay, like, I think that he could be a Virgo for sure. But then when I read the Facebook thing, I was like, that doesn't sound exactly like a Virgo. Either Kaveh or Dia being Aries, and that's a fact. Yes, I'm here for that. Kaveh or Dia being an Aries, absolutely. Although, I need to know more about Kaveh, I need to know more about Dia to really formulate my thoughts there, but like as of right now, I could see them both being some sort of fire sign. We'll see. I think it's gonna be really fun. This is all for fun, y'all. I'm definitely, I don't consider myself an astrology expert. Like, this is literally, I love doing this. I do know quite a bit about astrology, but like I'm not an expert. I thought that Wanderer was gonna be a Cancer. I said he was gonna be a Cancer or possibly an Earth sign. So, but I was pretty close. I was more leaning towards Cancer. So you never know. I could be wrong. So moving on to Yao Yao. I didn't read this one yet. Where is it? Okay, Yao Yao, burgeoning grace, disciple of streetward rambler. In the eyes of the people of Liyue Harbor, Madame Ping always brings the smiley Yao Yao along with her, and the two behave like a loving grandparent with her grandchild. Stop! In reality, they are not biologically related. Yao Yao is the disciple of Madame Ping, also known as Streetward Rambler. Although she's the youngest disciple of Streetward Rambler, she takes care of her other seniors like an elder sister. It is no wonder that Zhang Ling often finds herself thinking, why does it feel like Yao Yao is taking care of me like I'm a child? Am I not the older one here? Even before becoming an Adeptus disciple, Yao Yao was always a warm-hearted and considerate child. Perhaps it is for this very reason that the Adepti are all very fond of her. Yugui, who never leaves her side. Oh, that's her Bunui. Is an Adepti treasure, crafted by Cloud Retainer herself. Cloud Retainer gave her a toy? Yugui protects Yao Yao whenever she encounters danger. It is just another testimony of the affection that the Adepti have for her. Yao Yao is talented and driven, the kind of student teachers dream of. Although she has had some embarrassing moments due to her not fully grasping the knowledge learned, this young child will no doubt blossom into a cultured and knowledgeable lady. Madame Ping is proud to have a disciple like her by her side. That is so sweet. She sounds like, okay, Libra's in chat. What do we think? What do we think about Yao Yao? I feel like she could be a Libra, maybe. Okay, I wanted to give Yao Yao the magical device I used when I was younger so she could protect herself. But before I could say anything, Cloud Retainer had already gifted Yugui to her. Can't say I'm surprised. Yao Yao is a very lovable child after all. Streetward Rambler. Osmanthus. The way that she seems like she wants to take care. She's like she's taking the charge even though she's young. I feel like that's very Libra. Libra's a cardinal sign, so they tend to want to take the lead. And it seems like she's very sociable in general. Yeah, like I think so far I'm leaning towards Libra. I'm leaning towards Libra. Yeah, I feel like, okay, so those are my guesses. Those are my guesses. We're looking at, well actually what's funny is that I think they're both air signs. But possibly Aquarius or Virgo for Alhaitham. I'm thinking Libra for Yao Yao. But I do feel like him being an Aquarius would be so, especially after that whole line where he's like, I'm not like other guys. I am different. Like I remember that. I remember that line and I was like, Alhaitham? What do you Yeah, but like honestly, he could be either. He really could be either. And I think it would be great. Yeah. All right, y'all. So those are the drips. Very excited. I'm gonna be pulling for both. I literally can't wait. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Very excited for Genshin stuff as usual.